I'm Amy, also known as Janitma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 503. And
Here we are.
I think it's been a while since we've been like bam, 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 and we're back to the FOs.
Yes, you'll see in FOs, I don't have many because I have lots of whips, right? So
Yeah.
I end up having very few FOs when we get to this cadence. So um,
Well,
I'm,
rest assured, I will be giving everybody a break from us next week as I will be traveling for work. I'm excited about it, but also, like I was just telling Amy, I'm working almost exclusively on a Tunisian crochet blanket right now. And I'm like, that's not coming with me. So I got to figure out something else to bring along. Although yeah, oftentimes I take things along and I don't have a great deal of time when I'm traveling for work. So maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Yeah, anyway, that I can't take the thing that I'm actively super excited about with me. But yeah, trying to stay warm here in Minnesota, getting back into the swing of things. I think this is the first full week of school that our kids have had in a while
yes.
with school breaks and whatever. Yeah, I guess I'll call out, like, I don't know if you ever do like rows and thorns with your groups as like icebreakers, but I was really excited this week. Quentin took a like learn the strokes swimming club that he joined, the Rochester Swimming Club, for a month here, and had a little swim meet this week, which was really fun for me because I grew up swimming, right? Like all through my elementary, middle school, high school years, I swam, and finally got a kid, my last one, that's kind of interested in swimming. I don't think he's going to continue to do it this this next month. But yeah, I was really proud of him. Again, he was there with some very young children and he's a high school student. And I could see some of my other children being like, no, I'm not going to do it. That's embarrassing. But he's like, no, I want to learn this. And this is, yeah. So got to cheer at a swim meet and make comments to my husband about things that I knew from kind of made me want to get back in the pool, to be honest with you. But yeah, it was a highlight of my week to see my kiddo taking on a sport that I know and love. So
Yeah, that sounds like a fun icebreaker. I haven't done that with my group. I'm usually pretty, let's get to business and get out of this meeting.
yeah, so then there's also the thorns of the week, like what are the tough things. I can assume with you it's probably always going to be like I'm working too much. But yeah, uh definitely some thorns here in Minnesota with the cold temps, as well as yeah, some of the ICE protests and situation. I just read an article about RPS saying that like many of the English as a second language students are having massive absenteeism here in Rochester, which made me incredibly sad. Just knowing from like the COVID years how important school is, and gaps in schooling definitely have their impacts. Speaking of like, yeah, handwriting definitely was something that we struggled with after the COVID years. So yeah,
Mm.
that would be a thorn for sure. Hearts go out to everybody impacted, and have had heavy hearts. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just thinking about all the news that I read this morning, but I don't need to go down that rabbit hole right now with you.
Yes, yeah. No, you're like, Megan, I was more into the rose than I was the thorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've been announcing the ZK
Yes.
vendors slowly but surely. Some days when I jump on Instagram and I am feeling very overwhelmed, I do not post, but we've gotten six of them out. We are super excited about them joining our market and yarn truck. We call it a rodeo, but the yarn trucks. and enabling myself a little bit along the way. Some of the in our carts features, I'm like, oh no, this one's coming home to me. So look forward to future favorite things where I can show off some of that. Rest assured, I click buy before I tell everybody what's in the cart.
Yep.
Gotta get mine before I
Mhm.
tell other people to grab it, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching along as you post those. I did delete Instagram, so if you see me not posting, that's why. Um, Taking a social media break from Instagram. I have my other social medias like Discord. So I like to go out there and see what you all are up to in Discord. So following along there, and hopefully we can, I don't know, just yeah, enjoy the flowers.
Yes. Enjoy the rose. Yeah. Coming up in February, we will have another ZK Zoom with ZKN. That was really fun on Sunday. We had a great group that was able to join and chat. It's a great way to meet people before you head out, which was something that we couldn't do before. We were very uh, video meeting integrated before, speaking of the COVID years. So sometimes really brave people had to show up without knowing anyone other than these crazy people that get on their,
Mhm.
post their podcast on YouTube. But now you can pre-meet people on, I guess you could always chat on Discord, but so there was a
Right.
lot, or not Discord,
Ravelry.
Ravelry, our Ravelry forum. So were a lot more interactive, I think, then. But yeah, it was a great group. We'll also have some ZKN Zooms that I'll post pre let you know so you can put it on your calendar for the month of February. And then we'll be kicking off our Knit Nat Chit Chat craft along to Jesse and Parks patterns. If you are a ZK attendee, you can get bonus points in that craft along, as well as post for prizes in the StockinetteZombies one. So we're gonna double up
Hmm.
in February. So it should be fun. More to come.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
Are
excellent.
we ready for FOs? Can
Absolutely.
you
I
get
think
done with
you're
my
like Megan.
yeah, yeah, because I got one.
Okay,
I
let's go.
really only have one. So I was working on the Winona mitts. Basically I knit DK striped of the world's simplest mitt from Tin Can Knits, but my kiddo is already using them. So uh, they are already in use. So I have finished my Farmer's Daughter's Fibers. This is a long languishing whip. I can't even remember the month that this was part of. It's either September or October. So I have been sitting on these for quite some time. They are just a top-down flap gusset, standard Grok the sock, but really enjoying my monthly subscription with Farmer's Daughter's Fibers, um, and trying
I
to,
love how those
uh,
speckles kind of striped, kind of like
yeah,
watercolor stripes. Yeah.
very, very pretty. They're a little more so in one sock than the other, but still kind of there. But that was it. That was my one with that's my one FO. I think I
Great.
had quite the pile last time because we had a big break in between.
Yeah.
But for this one, I've just got the one. I am binding off a few things here this week, so I will have more next.
Yeah. I think I kicked off the year after Ellie left to go back to work her internship before school started on the coffee date with the Tupelo Fibers super awesome base. I blocked the bejesus out of this, and this is the first time that I think that I've like pinned a sweater to make it really wide because it was because the ribbing was just like, again, you can see if you go out to my Ravelry page, like it looks like a very wee sweater, and now it is a very wide like crop, like yeah, drop shoulder sweater. So like I think it doubled in width. So the fiber was very like it was very forgiving of being stretched. I think I ended up with like a 50-inch chest across here. And yeah, the sleeves are very wide as well. Those did not get blocked as aggressively, so you can see kind of where some of the, it's laying a lot more flat and is a lot less
Mhm.
bumpy there versus the sleeve. I'm hoping to see Ellie in February. She ordered some glasses that we're going to try to get to her, and I'll drop off the sweater as well. But lots of really great memories embedded in this, and I've got some of the blue left over with some purple that I can combine, and then we can have pseudo matching sweaters. But haven't posted this other than our craft along, our ZK Craft along and Ravelry because I kind of want her to be surprised by it. And yeah, it's super soft, super bouncy. But yeah, I can totally see her rocking this. So specifically requested, as I said, the drop sleeve because she was feeling like the ragland was hugging her girls. I
Mm.
think she would say. So yeah, I really enjoyed this pattern. Sam Guerin does a fantastic job. It was you know, pseudo meditative, but a lot of ribbing
Mhm.
with some changes, right? So like, you know, you've got the long bit and the short bit. So it's not just ribbing for forever, but definitely a lot of 2 by 2 here.
Mhm.
So yeah, super love that. Excited to give Ellie that, and hopefully I have dialed in what I need to do for a daughter sweater,
Mhm.
which is oversized drop sleeve crop. Like she doesn't like it as long as mommy likes it. Yeah. I also have another balaclava. I've been wearing the heck out of my other one, so I'm like, when that one goes into the wash, I think I need another one. This was just a grab two of our ZK vendor yarns. The Mitchell's Creations is the blue, and then Kato Yarn is kind of the multi. I really enjoy like the pops of color, and you can see I was playing around. I think I talked about this in works in progress, but playing around with just like switching things up in the pattern.
Mhm.
I added, this is roughly a third of the stitches, a little peeky hole for my eyes. And I'll try to get a photo. Maybe I'll post it on Ravelry. Maybe I'll post it on Instagram. But the ice does really, like when you breathe through it and the breath condensation freezes to these little channels, it makes a really interesting, I call it ice face. Makes a really interesting ice face that I've been enjoying. But yeah, I will you know, put this so that it's long over my neck, and then give it a little twirl at the top to close it up, or you can you know, turn it inside out here. And this one is a little more centrally located, where it's just that little balaclava thing disappears into the ceiling up of the top of the hat. So I'm guessing this is what's going to end up coming with me to on my travels, because it's just like two little skeins of yarn, right? And I can just go, go, go. Like there's a lot of knitting encompassed in one of these tubes. Um, yeah, it's a fun project. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, the Love Always, and grabbing to, I've got my Leading Men Fiber Arts Pure Imagination colorway
Mhm.
just sitting there. Like it's been collecting. Like I was collecting, oh, I don't want to use it. It's too precious. And I think I'm gonna try to find a nice color to combine with that, because I think it would be really fun in these columns. So that is that. And then last week, you heard me talking about my school supply sweater. It is a block away. I am going to, with the coffee date, I waited to weave the ends in just because I wanted to make sure I could stretch it. I think I'm going to do similar here. So you'll see I don't have the ends woven in. But went back on what I was doing on the bottom here. I did not do any ribbing before I split for the ribbing. Was able to complete the bottom of the sweater, and then I did run out of the MCN for the cuffs. I found some leading men fiber art quantum leap that was pretty darn similar, and then I striped it in. And again, I think the biggest difference is that you can just see there's a little more pops of purple
Mm,
in the cuff. But again, with that ribbing and striping it with the original, I think it's pretty subtle.
mhm.
As far as like your eye really can't pick out, like maybe, I don't know, maybe it looks like I got a little Kool-Aid stain or something there. But yeah, was able to add a significant, the lace weight kept going, add a pretty significant split cuff there. You can see I did a little bit of ribbing in the round and then split on the sleeves. And yeah, this one, as I mentioned, is going to stretch a lot as well. I'll probably block it like I did the coffee date. I'm enjoying the like stretch it really, and then maybe it goes in a little bit versus like just like letting it do its own thing. Have another sweater. I did the big rib of Jessie Mae's
Mm,
and Jessie Mae's, and it's the ribbing is really like it has stayed small, and I'm like, I'm gonna try just like
I see.
blocking it a ton so it can be oversized. I want this one to be oversized as well. And I know that it can be. It's just like in its inert state right now. It's very like so yeah. Fun with blocking here in Minnesota. And this is the time to do it. The air is dry, the heat is running.
Okay, I see.
You don't think it's the time to block?
It could be. It could be. I haven't
Yeah.
blocked anything. Usually the winter is not the time to block something, but yeah,
Really?
it is dry.
Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like when I blocked this, like I went in there in an hour and it was like, oh, it's dry.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I was like super amazed. Maybe like stretching it also helps like free up more of the moisture.
Mm,
But yeah, again, super in love with it. Every time I look at it, I find a new little like speckle patch that I'm super in love with. If you're looking at the school supply sweater, I did do some mods, as I mentioned, in whips. Like the arm sigh is much shallower than she had. She has it much lower, and then there's very little like sweater before you hit the split hem. I am a long torsoed person and do not do a lot of crop, so I added length and but kept so the neck is very is the same, is very reminiscent of it. These very distinct raglan lines are there, and then obviously the long hems, split hems are there as well. So yeah, super smushy, ready to block it this weekend. May make the trip with me when I go for work. And yeah, that skein of Fiona's lace weight has been just like sitting in my, and I think maybe when I bought it, I was like, I'm gonna make a stole or a very lacy something with it. And lo and behold, it has somehow become a sweater. I really do. I mentioned it when I have added just a lace weight strand, not mohair, with another strand of yarn held double. I really like the way it looks. I think it like evens out the any sort of variegation in the other strand, but also gives you some interesting pops. So yeah,
Yeah, I am really excited to cast on a bunch of things because, like I said, I don't have a lot, um, what do I want to say, finished objects, right? But I did cast on a few things that are smaller, but and then that longer whip is almost done. So I am eyeballing some Park and Jesse patterns. And I know that, um, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get this going,
Yeah.
and kick off my February knitting.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think we cross enabled one another because I was knitting these sweaters and excited about them, and you were making a blanket, and so now my whip is, yeah, a Tunisian crochet blanket that I'm enjoying throwing some odds and ends of single skeins of DK weight, or just even I've got a sweater quantity of DK weight here that I've decided will go into the blanket as separate blocks as well. So yeah, every
Okay.
time I marl though, I love it, and I tell myself I'm going to do it more often. I think I just have to put out into the world that like we need to have more like lace weight available that isn't just mohair, because I do enjoy
Oh,
just
right.
a merino strand being held with something else as well. I love the alchemy of creating my own colorways by adding two disparate things together. I hear that this is the gateway into spinning, but for now, it's just marling for me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. I agree. I think marling is kind of a fun alchemy that you don't get with just color blocking.
mhm.
Um, and yeah, so cool.
Yeah,
Excited we can,
I'm
I don't know,
excited for
be
you to
the,
be excited about things I was excited about, and I'm excited about the things you were excited about.
of course, as we should be. Bye.
Bye. Okay.